today is how to harvest your garlic. Now this is my garlic here. I planted it quite late, so I'm not expecting any massive bulbs underneath here at all. But hopefully they'll be, you know, a half decent size. If they are really, really small, then I will put them back and let them overwinter. But we will just dig them up and have a look. Now you know when to harvest your garlic because the stem will start to go brown and it will start to fall over. Now some of these have gone completely brown and others have just started to go brown. You can see this one's actually fallen over. So it's now time to harvest them. If you want to plat your garlic so that you can store them, say in your kitchen or somewhere like that, then you will need some stem, some decent stem to be able to do that. I don't tend to plat mine because I don't have the patience to do it. So all I do is I will dig mine up, I leave them in the greenhouse or somewhere frost free. You can leave them in a garage, you can leave them on top of a kitchen cupboard, and they will need to dry out. The bulbs themselves will need to dry out for at least 4 weeks before you either put them in a bag or a hessian sack or you plat them. Don't plat them straight away because the bulbs will still be, or the skins around the outside will still be sort of slightly damp, and then because they're compacted so close together they might go mouldy. So you have to dry them out properly. So let me show you how to harvest your garlic. Now I'm going to use a trowel to get these out. Don't grab hold of them and pull them, because what will happen is you will break the stem off and the bulb will still be in there. So all I'm going to do is use the trowel and do it very, very carefully. Your bulbs might be quite large. I'm not expecting massive things from mine, but just be careful with the trowel that you don't slice through the bulb. If you do, it's not a problem because you can then just use that bulb straight away. So let's look at this one here. If you've got a fork, a garden fork, then that's fine, you can use that as well. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the trowel into the soil about 1.5 to 2 inches away from the stem, and just push it down as far as it will go. Give it a good pull back and your garlic should come straight out. Now I should have planted these in the soil in about February time. I didn't plant them until, I think it might have been May. So they are small, but let's have another one. But they've grown quite well, considering as they haven't been in that long. They have started to form, and I can feel that one clove has actually turned into a bulb, and there are some smaller cloves in there. So let's have a look at this one. Garlic is one of those plants, and it will survive. It is determined to survive. Now that, I'm quite pleased with that one, to be honest with you. There we go. So I will carry on and I will harvest all of these, and when I've finished I will show you. Well, I've just harvested all my garlic, and to be honest with you, they have come out much better than I had expected them to. Yes, okay, I've got some small ones, but considering as they were put in quite late, I think they've actually done really quite well. But then I've got lots of them which are, you know, not a bad, decent size. So, you know, most of them are actually the size of, say, the cheap ones that you would buy in the supermarket. So I'm really pleased with those. Pleasantly surprised, I think, is the word. So what I'll do now is I will just, because I'm not going to plat these, I will trim off the tops. I will put the bulbs on a plastic tray, I will put them in the utility room, and I will just leave them there just to dry out for at least a month before I sort of store them. But to be honest with you, I won't get a chance to store these because we go through an awful lot of garlic anyway. So I will use these as and when I need them. But if you do want to store yours, make sure that they are thoroughly dry. You'll know when they're dry because the skin will sort of start to peel off and sort of flake away. Remove any soil that is there because that will stop them from drying out if the compost is there. So I've got a space here now, and I don't want to leave it vacant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sow some more carrots. It's now the middle of July and there are a couple of varieties of carrots that you can sow in July. So I am going to sow those. Most of them you have to sow before June, but I must make sure that I water them every day because it is very, very hot. And I need to keep a special eye on them. I did put some carrots in here as well, but the packet was very, very old and I haven't got many that came through. So I've bought some brand new ones and I'm going to put those in here now. So that is my garlic, which I'm pleased about. The onions are here. They are going to be ready to harvest fairly soon as well, but I will show you those. So that's that little job done. I just need to now sow a few more carrots. Well, I hope you found that interesting and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.